vacation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch twist! Watch twist!
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
At the 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got tight right there. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. It's the 6. Bullet. High.
Now here's Vick. Going up top. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
He's coming. We got double up. Look. Check 99. Check 99. Alert flare. Flare.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. It's caught. Jones. 23 yards on the play.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
He don't know no better. Anyway, he's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 12, Young. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Ready. Pilot, 64, wait. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check 3, check 3. Jet, look at me. Door. Ready.
On 1st down. It's done, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 60 mark. Hey, watch the slip. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Safety's gone. Under 10. 10. Off. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Jones has it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Anderson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. Forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check nickel.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 25, short. Check 25. Bang. Check, crunch. Echo.
Vick operating on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Single slot. Hey, box drop.
Young now, throwing again. And he fires one in. Incomplete.
Intended for number 19, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's the backup lock. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll run on 1st down. Done. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off of play action. Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Sit up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's Vick following the interception. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 2nd down, Vick again. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Wide, get wide. Shoot. Hey, check Mike, 20 seconds.
3rd and long for Vick. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, it's done. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's done. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long.
Get ready, get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Love. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down, Vick. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first and 10, Vick. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play action, it's locked. And the pressure gets to him again. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. This is Johnson. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Luck. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Luck. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Safe. Big Dan.
From the gun, Vic. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Undercrush, please. Kill.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Check out. Ready. 60 minutes. Watch the screen. 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 Clock. 60 minutes.
Here's Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time. It's a set. Come on, go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I don't think you got it, son.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Switch. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 36.
Here's Vick. Caught by Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I got it. Check 26, check 26, check 24.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. It's complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. Tight dog.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack on 1st down, Vick, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll run on 1st down. Wilder. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one from about 2 counties over.